Okay, we will call this November 2nd Fire and EMS Committee meeting to order. Certainly, I would like to start by introducing our committee that's here. In fact, I'll allow you to state your name, and I'll start with mine, and then we'll move to our county administrator, to our fire chief, and then so on and so forth. I'm Chairman Dr. Ramona Jackson Jones, and I am the chair of the Fire and EMS Committee.
I'm Sharon Subadan, County Administrator.
Roderick Jolivet, Fire Chief, Douglas County.
Deputy Chief Eric Phillips, Douglas County Fire
Thank
EMS.
Thank you. Rosalind.
Good afternoon, Rosalind Miller, Finance.
Okay. We have Rosalind Miller.
And I think the deputy's still trying to log in. Deputy Chief Lugo was in, he must have got kicked out. So
Okay.
there he is. Deputy Chief Lugo, you want to introduce yourself?
Having technical difficulties.
Okay, we see that you're here. We do
Yeah,
have.
I'm here.
Okay, thank you, Deputy. We do have a quorum. Certainly we can move forward. I will start with the minutes, and you all have the minutes before you, our committee, and hopefully everyone had an opportunity to review. Are there any corrections, deletions, or additions that need to be made to these minutes?
No, ma'am.
Okay, being none, the minutes stand approved. All right, Fire Chief Jolivet, you have the floor. This is your meeting.
Thank you, Madam Chair, County Administrator, all the distinguished guests, and also to the citizens. Thank you for allowing us to serve you. Our old business, we'll start out with the state ambulance inspection update. Deputy Chief Allen, you want to brief us on the state ambulance update right now? It's ongoing right now as we speak.
Yes, sir. Good afternoon, everyone. Currently, we're in the middle of the state inspections for our ambulances, and at this particular time, knocking on wood, spoke with the inspector. Right now, everything is looking good. We've had some minor issues, but no showstoppers. So right now, we're still in the process, and everything is still rolling.
All right, we're excited about the state inspection on our ambulances. Every day they have to be up to par, and annually the state come out and look at them and check things like the lights, seat belts, make sure they're not frayed, equipment, things of that nature. So we're excited to have them in today, and they'll be here tomorrow as well. And hopefully we'll have a 100% report of good stuff about the inspection. Any questions so far?
And Chief, hopefully we can get an answer before close of business today.
Awesome. Okay. Old business item number 2 is the SPLOST reforecast. Everyone's aware, the Board of Commissioners approved their SPLOST reforecast. We have been talking about it. I just want to make everybody aware that it was approved, and we're excited about it, and we'll be moving forward with taking care of the necessary items to take care of our community and our department. Just wanted to put that on the business item, whole business item, just to go back through it. Station 4 update. We have been in talks with our purchasing, Ms. Dawn Evers, and she is working on finalizing all the documentation to get the RFQ process and signed off on and implemented, so we can start the process of getting architect and design team on board to take care of station number 4. I just reached out to her a few minutes ago, and she's going to try to get on the meeting, so hopefully she'll come on and can give us more information. We're excited about Station 4. It was in our SPOS reforecast, and it's going to do good for our citizens as well as our members that occupy that facility. So just wanted to kind of update the committee on what was going on with that. We're looking forward to getting it taken care of and getting the ball down the road. Item number 4, we had a consensus and we've been talking about it on acquired a new ladder, 2 new fire engines, and the board did approve us to move forward with taking care of that. I want to update everybody that the legal piece that was we're waiting on was approved by the Pierce team and our legal team, and they are submitting those documents to the chairwoman, Ms. Dr. Jones, to consider signature signs. We can move forward. Hopefully there'll be an early Christmas for us, for the citizens with that equipment. Any questions thus far? All right, we'll move on to new business. Our COVID-19 update. Ms. Stacy Farmer will update us on that. Stacy?
COVID numbers are looking really good. We currently have no employees that are out on any type of COVID precaution. So that's the first time in months that we've had that. So good news.
And as you know, we had a double dose of the COVID. We thought we was out of the woods, and it circled back around on us. And we've been telling the personnel to hang in there, stay safe, practice 3 Ws, and so far as Stacy said, we're looking good as far as our COVID numbers, because we're the first line of defense, so we're happy about that. Any questions so far? Moving along to personnel update. Michelle McHaney, you want to bring us the exciting news? She's smiling right now about personnel update.
Yes, sir. We currently have 42 open positions. However, we have 27 new hire employees that are in some form of training and will be going to the trucks very, very soon. One of those open positions is also one of our employees was called to active military duty. So that's another opening that we have currently until he turns. But so basically now we're down to about 15 open slots. So we're moving forward. We're trying to do the best we can.
Exciting. And at this point, we're going to ask Deputy Chief Phillips to tell us what you're doing about recruiting. Sir, you seem to be on the ball. The parking lot is full right now. People in training. Tell us about it, Deputy Chief Phillips. You're muted, Chief Phillips.
You're muted. You are muted.
I couldn't wait to say that. I've been trying to say that for a while.
Well, forgive me. We're very busy, and it's an exciting time. And of course, I come from Charleston, so I come with some innovative ideas to this organization. And it's value-based hiring. That's the key. Value-based hiring. How we're hiring and getting people from the community to answer the call. More than anything, that community engagement piece. Getting out in the community, even in this time of COVID, just being very safe and leaning on the ministers. I'm leaning on the ministers are pointing me in the right direction to get these potential good candidates for our organization. That's just one way that I'm sharing with other departments around this area, finding innovative ways to get these people, because they're here and they don't know the information. So we got to give it to them. So we take it to them. So it's been key to the success thus far as getting good employees for us. So I'm looking forward to the next round of hiring, value-based hiring.
Awesome. And then when they come in, Deputy Chief Lugo in the training department, what are you doing with them, Deputy Chief Lugo?
Well, we have divided them into 2 groups. One of them is going to a fire school that actually started this Monday. They will be in that school for 8 weeks, at which point they will get their Georgia fire certification. And the other group of approximately 14 or 15 are in an EMT, advanced EMT class, and they will be in there at least 12 weeks. Once they finish that class, they'll test national registry and then get their Georgia certification for AEMT. So that's the plan for this big group of people we've got coming in right now.
Awesome. I'd like to thank the deputy chiefs for practicing the 3 Bs. getting that information out to the community as well is vital. Any questions thus far?
Yes, Chief. I was just in Baltimore over the weekend and I got another contact for Chief Phillips. So he can get out there and do some more recruitment from around the country. So I'll get that information to you shortly, okay?
Awesome,
Great.
awesome. As y'all can see, we're on the ball. We're on the ball over here at the fire department and the community and the citizens. We want to make sure we're working terrific for them using our terrific values. Number 3 is the EMA update. Mr. Jason Mulholland, you got some exciting news for us about a tabletop?
Hold on, make my camera going here. There we go. Yeah, we're going to do a Thursday. We're going to be doing a tabletop exercise with 2 of our gas companies and our public safety officials, and just kind of go through some scenarios and get everybody familiar since we have new people and they have some people they want to train. So we're going to get everybody get together and see how they do with the scenario and see the interactions. And like I say, these things are always important. One, you get to find out if you're deficient in an area and what you're positive in. And you also, the contacts you make during these from the different groups that we work with, that's where the real success comes. So when a real event happens.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. You're welcome.
I'm sorry.
Could I get everyone to mute their mics, please, if you're not speaking?
Michelle, mute your mic.
All right, but so we'll be doing that. Since we met last, we did get some refunds from our little tropical storm back in October. We received a couple of weeks ago a check from Georgia Emergency Management through FEMA that came from FEMA for $68,487.67, and that's been turned over to finance. So that'll go back in our general funds, and we're still working on some of the other projects. Some of these big ones take a little bit of time, and there's some but every day we're dealing with FEMA. We got an email from FEMA today about a grant application that we submitted about 2 years ago asking for, so it's been revisited. It's for the generator at the fleet building. I thought it almost died. We've been trying to get that because that's an important area that needs a critical facility that needs a generator, and we had asked, we thought we'd be way done by now, but it's back rocking, hopefully back on the forefront their mind, and that's basically what we got going with the EMA.
Awesome, awesome. Now I know 911, you actually should be in there with EMA there. So 911, you want to tell us what you have going over there? Exciting news about director returning and all that good stuff.
If you like, Mr. Whitaker's in here with me. I can turn it over. I can
Oh,
move out of
yes.
the seat, and I'll move out of the way and let Mr. Whitaker take over there.
Yeah, sounds great.
Good afternoon. How are you, Chief? Everyone on the committee. I'm back in trying to get my feet back on the ground, get back running this morning, getting updated with all the new changes. I'm on Jason's computer because my network had changed. So they're changing out my network now to the new GOV address. And that'll be a whole lot easier giving that out to people in the future. If there's any updates, Tina, if you're on here, if you want to talk about personnel or any things that we've done as far as hiring and our staffing situation, I know that we hired a few people, several while I was out.
Good news.
If you're on here and you want to give an update, Tina.
Yes, sir, I'm on here. Yes, we have 2 new hires. They are now on shifts working one-on-one with trainers in the radio room. Call taking is the first step. And we are planning to bring in a couple of more next month once we've gotten some of these people moved along. Unfortunately, we're limited with trainers. We're so far down that we can only have so many training at one time. But we are making progress. We had one employee came back, former employee come back, and she only had to refresh and is looking like she's doing really well.
Awesome.
We just need to get her in the national EMD training so that she can be a full call taker for us. And that's a great step ahead to be able to have one come in and within 15, 20 days be able to work fully independently in the radio room. So that's amazing.
As everyone can see, 911 is on the ball, and they're the first line of defense, and the Board of Commissioners and County Administrator have made it a effort to make sure that we take care of our call takers because they're the ones who receive the call first. So we support you 100% and we thank you for your input this afternoon.
Thank you, Chief.
Any questions for EMA or 911? Okay, moving right along, we have the Blaze newsletter update. Miss Melissa will update us on that as well as the billing, EMS billing. Melissa has just taken over those duties for EMS billing and she's on the ball and we're excited to have her working with EMS billing and the newsletter. Go ahead, Melissa, take it away.
Hi, good afternoon, everyone. I am the new EMS Records Coordinator for the Douglas County Fire Department. And with the EMS billing updates, for our previous month, we had a total of 784 transports, which just means that we will be billing for those transports, or we have already been billing for those transports. So that's my billing, the EMS billing updates. And for the Blaze newsletter, we have volume 1, issue 3, I believe it is. And we have issued the October newsletter for the Blaze to communications. And we should have that up and running and sent out to our social media via Facebook and our website, our county website, which is celebratedouglascounty.com. And we did have new information on our October issue, like we included our September call stats on there. That's going to be a new information that we're going to put out monthly for our newsletter. And we did have new recruit event, which we had 25 new recruits come in, and we had a fire chief's award, and this could be all read in our new October issue for the Blaze newsletter. And I hope to have that posted on our social media and our county website from communications.
Thank you, Melissa. Awesome, awesome. Any questions for Melissa? Okay, moving on to item number 6. We have the ARPA, American Rescue Plan Act funding allocation. And this is an opportunity to, on behalf of the members, the women and men of Douglas County Fire and EMS 911 EMA, we'd like to thank the Board of Commissioners for including us in the plan, ARPA plan for funding. It's a game changer. We're very appreciative, and everybody, the morale and everything has went up, gone up, and we're just excited about it. And it goes along with the strategic plan of the county is to make the county more efficient and a good place to live, work, play, and also attend church. So we just want to take out time to just thank the Board of Commissioners and our county administrator for the moving quickly on the ARPA, and also Ms. Rosalind Miller. She's been a key player there. We always have her in the background helping us out, so keeping us straight, physically sound. So thank you again for that. No questions. We go to item number 7, which is we've been talking about this for a while. Our paramedic situation is in dire need of retention efforts, and we've been thinking outside the box, being innovative and trying to think of ways that we can retain our paramedics. They bring a lot of experience to our county, and I've been talking with the county administrator, and of course we mentioned it on this in this forum before about the retention piece for paramedic. And Stacy Farmer, can you tell us a little bit about the next level when you go from basic EMT to advanced, then the paramedic? Can you tell us what that cost and what kind of commitment it is for paramedic?
Sure. Paramedic program is about 12-month program, depending on what institution, what school you go to. You're looking at an additional year on top of your EMT and your AEMT. Average tuition cost is a little under $6,000. So that's what the paramedic curriculum looks like right now. It's a big step to go from EMT to paramedic. There's lots of clinical hours, didactic hours. It's a pretty intensive program.
Now, one thing we've been looking at is ways to assist our AMTs when they go to the paramedic program. And we looked at possibly tuition assistance, just things of that nature, where if they pass the course and they had to have out-of-pocket expenses, there'll be a vehicle in place where we can look at possibly some kind of assistance program. And of course, they will have to sign on for 3 more years, and just making sure that if they leave before that time, they have to reimburse those costs if anything was paid to them, whatever. But they all for that, but we want to bring it to our committee just for discussion, to get some ideas from the committee on possible ways to retain and help our paramedics, because in turn we're helping our citizens. Anybody like to chime in on discussion on that?
Chief, I'll kick off first. I'll start. Certainly, we realize that we have to compete when it comes to our paramedics, particularly because the hospitals are beginning to gobble up our paramedics to replace those nurses who are no longer interested in the discipline. So we certainly want to strategize and think of ways to, number one, to increase the knowledge base and also the volume of paramedics that we have to take care of the citizens here in Douglas County. So I'm open for discussion for it, and certainly we can check, touch bases with our county administrator and everyone on this committee to just see what their thoughts are, and that may be something that I would like to go go before the Board of Commissioners if we want to do. So you were mainly just saying tuition reimbursement. Is that what you're saying, or?
Yes, ma'am.
Is that what you, okay.
Yes, and it's as Stacy said, it runs anywhere from $5,000 to $6,000, and it wouldn't be it would be something we could manage based on our current funding and stuff that we have, but it's something that we can do quickly to try to. We have like 3 or 4 right now that's getting ready to graduate, and we certainly want to retain them because they bring a lot of experience to the organization and to the county. So it's something that me and the county administrator have been talking about ways we can help with retention, but just want to share with the board what we've been doing internally. Well, not the board, I'm sorry, but the committee. We've been doing internally to try to work on our retention efforts.
That's $6,000 just overall cost, or that's just for one class? What is it?
Overall, go ahead, Stacey.
It's for the entire program. That includes the clinical costs, program fees, tuition, everything.
Okay, that makes sense. Okay, I just want to make sure. So that was a bundled approach and makes sense. Okay.
Hey, Chief.
Go ahead, Chief.
Another thing some of the organizations look at is the top 3 candidate of the top 3 in recruit school. They are allowed to attend paramedic school based on their scores. They already got the technical knowledge and the ability to go in there and understand the paramedic process. So that's maybe another avenue you may want to take a look at.
Okay, awesome. And I know we have a school here that we've been working with in the past, and we have 3 credits for students. I think, Stacy, didn't we reach out to some of the AMTs and talked about that? I know it was during the pandemic, so a lot of them was just wore out and tired, but they still was looking at the opportunity there as well. You want to say a few words on that right quick?
We have one of the previous AEMT students that's currently enrolled in the paramedic program. I'm taking that opportunity right now. We do have 2, I believe it's 2 additional slots, and like you were saying, it was just the middle of the pandemic, and they just kind of need a little bit of a break. It's a pretty intense program, so to go into that right off of COVID would be a lot.
Okay. If no further discussion, we'll move to our last agenda item, which is a veterans breakfast. We are looking at doing a veterans breakfast on Friday, a day after Veterans Day. And actually, it's going to be like a job fair / informational opportunity for our veterans to let them know some of the things that we have going on in the county for them, as well as letting them know we have going on at the fire EMS 911, our agencies there. So we'll be doing that. We'll be getting some stuff out, a letter, not a letter, but a newsletter to let people know what's going on with that. Anytime we can stop to recognize our veterans, we want to make sure we do that. And right now, we have some veterans on this call right now. And I know we have Air Force, that's Deputy Chief Allen. We have Army, and that's our Chairman Jones. And then we also have a Marine on here, Chief Reed. And then, of course, I'm the Navy, but we do have some more veterans possibly. Any other veterans that I failed to mention on the call? But once again, we like to thank our veterans for their service and their commitment to the country. And that concludes our new business items. I'll turn it back over to our Chairman Jones.
Thank you so much, Fire Chief. Great job. I'm hearing, it sounds like we have no other questions. It is now 2:29. I do just have one comment. If you could just do a little, and it sounds like you have had an effort or made an effort to benchmark a little bit on those retention and recruitment strategies for paramedics. And you know, I love to research, and I'm looking up some other than just that one little tool, which I know we can push the lever of paying tuition reimbursement, but to see what else is out there to incentivize them as well. So that may be an opportunity for us to have an entire package as we present to the Board of Commissioners. And County Administrator, if you could just help move that along for us, I think a package would be good, more than just, it may be some other incentives that you can incentivize, because that is critical on those paramedics. And I'm quite sure on your EMTs as well, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am. It is
And
correct.
then also, if you could just enlighten the committee about something that we had a discussion about, Chief, regarding the AEDs, advanced life support apparatus, the defibrillators.
Yes.
What your plans are. Can you
Yes.
bring them up to speed?
Yes, what we're doing is we're looking at coordinating and collaborate with all the county facilities to see where they are with AED. And AED, it saved lives. Time is tissue. And when I went to EMT school, so we want to try to be move quickly as possible with taking care of our citizens throughout the county. And so we're looking at identifying first, doing assessment, community assessment, and seeing what facilities in the county have AEDs. And then we're going to try to find ways to make sure that we get an AED in all the county facilities. And that would just be further protection, the training piece, and Stacy Farmer and Deputy Chief Lugo, y'all know the importance of AEDs. You want to say one or two words on that?
Yeah, AEDs, bystander CPR and AED is really what saves people's lives. You know, you've got 4 to 5 minutes before brain death can occur, and it requires someone getting on scene and getting on the chest, getting that defibrillator on the patient early until 911 can get there. So it's a big deal. It's very important.
And just on closing on the AEDs, some people think that AED restart the heart, but actually what it does is stop the heart and get it back beating normally. Because a lot of times the heart be breathing in tachycardia type situation, but the AED, what it does is shock the heart and get back to normal rhythms. So it's very important to go along with CPR. So one thing we're doing, we just hired a public safety life educator, and that person will be out in the community, and we'll be doing CPR classes and training and just a variety of things to enhance the quality of life for our community and for our county. So we're excited, and we look forward to what's going to come in the new year and also finishing this year out.
All right. Thank you so much, Chief. Thank you so much, Lieutenant Palmer. Any other comments or remarks from our committee? There are no other remarks or comments. This meeting is adjourned, and enjoy the rest of your day. It is now 2:33. Thank you and have a great day, everyone.
Thank
Bye-bye.
y'all.
Thank
Have a great
you.
day.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.